The music of the late Swedish DJ/producer Avicii could be heard in clubs, packed concert halls, and on TV commercials throughout the world. And even from a church in the Netherlands over the weekend as a tribute after he died on Friday. That was their version of his song, Wake Me Up. Here was the original. But what impact did Avicii have on the electronic music scene and beyond? Radio Sweden spoke with Pelle Moeld, who produces and hosts a weekly show about club music on Swedish Radio's youth channel, about Avicii and his legacy.
I would say that he was an exceptional songsmith who wouldn't give up until he was really, really, content with the result, which means that he sometimes could work up like 16 hours a day. And there are people reporting that he sometimes made songs just up until he made the stage. So he's always constantly working. That was the kind of guy that he was. But he was also a good guy when it comes to collaborations with different people.
What category does he fall in?
Some would say it's EDM, as in electronic dance music, but I would say it's basically house music, crafted for really, really big stages, but with a mellow, happy kind of vibe. And the thing is that all of his songs, a lot of his hit songs, has that ability to make people want to dance and, throw their hands in the air and, feeling alive for a couple of minutes. Just as the essence of all great pop songs and all great hits music, I think.
But as you said, he was not just a musician. He was not just a DJ performing. No. He was someone who collaborated with a lot of different artists. Mm-hmm. Can you talk a little bit about that?
There has been some clips now out on the internet, for instance. Nile Rodgers from Chick, who collaborated with him, and they clicked immediately as they met. He called him his little brother, and he claimed that Avicii was one of the most talented guys he had ever worked with. And this comes from Nile Rodgers. Hey, he's been working with Björn Ulvaeus from ABBA. Who said a similar thing, and Chris Martin from Coldplay. There's a clip from the documentary True Stories that came last year where you can see the light in Chris Martin's eyes when he first hears, the synthesizers that Tim Berling has just put on the record, and he's just blown away by it. So it's like the way that he collaborated with people and the way that he made them glow, I think, was exceptional.
How would you describe his significance for this genre or his impact on it?
I think the ability to write hits that stuck, and also his ability to bring the best out of the ones that he worked with, and also the way that he influenced young aspiring bedroom producers so they could also achieve the confidence that they had to have to, themselves release stuff on the internet. There's some sort of like a Björn Borg effect when it comes to Avicii, because before him, club music wasn't that big. It was like rock bands. People were standing in rehearsal places and stuff. But after Avicii made it big with Levels back in 2011, everything swapped, everything changed. So the impact that he had on other musicians was enormously huge.
Radio host Pelle Moeld speaking